Alright, let's start with a question that probably never crossed your mind. Did you know that for 3 decades, the same person was responsible for booking every musical guest on Saturday Night Live? That's right, Brian Siedlecki wasn't just some behind-the-scenes guy. He was the architect of SNL's music legacy, and now he's walking away. Why does this matter? Because SNL's musical bookings aren't just filler between sketches, they're a cultural institution. And this departure feels like the end of an era. Let me break this down. First off, let's talk about what Siedlecki actually did. Official title: Music Booker. Reality: he was like a talent whisperer. For 30 years, he balanced legacy acts like McCartney with raw newcomers like Olivia Rodrigo. Personally, I think that duality is what made SNL's music segments so fascinating. It wasn't just about hype, it was about curation. Siedlecki didn't just book whoever was trending on TikTok. He picked artists who'd leave a mark. Take his first booking in 2001, Nelly Furtado. At the time, she was a fresh face with I'm Like a Bird Now. That song's a millennial nostalgia hit. Coincidence? I don't think so. But here's what most people miss: SNL's music bookings are a two-way street. For emerging artists, it's a career accelerant. For icons, it's a victory lap. And Siedlecki mastered both lanes. Think about it, when Bruce Springsteen played SNL in 2021, it wasn't just a gig. It was a statement: this show still matters. And when Chappell Roan showed up last season, that was a calculated risk to stay relevant with Gen Z. All Siedlecki's call. What makes this really interesting is how he navigated the streaming era. Back in the 90s, SNL needed radio hits. Now, algorithms rule. Yet SNL's music spots still feel must-see. That's not luck, it's strategy. Now, the timing of his exit raises eyebrows. The 52nd season drops in September, and this isn't the first big departure. Chloe Fineman left after 7 years, the so-called SNL curse of departing around that mark. But here's the twist: Fineman's exit was a heartfelt send-off, while Siedlecki's goodbye feels ghosted. His email bounces now. No farewell tweet, no tribute sketch. Just silence. In my opinion, that cold cutoff suggests a shift. Maybe NBC wants fresher blood. Or maybe the machine Siedlecki built is too tied to his personal relationships. Let's face it, booking McCartney isn't done through a LinkedIn DM. It's about trust forged over decades. This isn't just about one guy leaving a show. It's a microcosm of how legacy media grapples with change. SNL's formula, live sketches, celebrity hosts, live music, feels almost quaint in 2024. Yet it survives because it adapts. But when the people driving that adaptation leave without a plan, cracks form. A detail I find fascinating: Siedlecki's replacements, Kerry Powers and Rebecca Schwartz, have only been around since 2014. That's 8 years. In tech terms, that's ancient. In SNL terms, they're still new. What happens when they book their first post-Siedlecki season? Will the Beyoncés of the world still say yes? Or will SNL start leaning on AI-generated hologram performances? Okay, maybe I'm joking, but would it be worse than another Mariah Carey hologram? Let's zoom out. Siedlecki's 30-year run mirrors SNL's own paradox. How do you stay fresh when your history is your biggest asset? He booked McCartney to honor the past, but also Sabrina Carpenter to chase the future. That tension defines the show. And now, without him, SNL's next chapter feels uncertain. This raises a deeper question: can institutions like SNL still shape culture, or are they just preserving it? Personally, I'll be watching September's season premiere like a hawk. If the musical guests feel like a TikTok For You page, we'll know the Siedlecki era's truly over. But if they drop a surprise collab between St. Vincent and a 75-year-old comedy writer, well, that's when I'll hit subscribe. What do you think? Drop your takes below, and remember, folks, booking a music legend is easy. Staying legendary, that's the hard part.